For the first time, Jennifer Lopez speaking out to Interview magazine about her divorce from husband Ben Affleck, telling Nikki Glazer her world exploded, saying, quote, "It feels lonely, unfamiliar, scary. It feels sad. It feels desperate."
During the federal raids on Sean Diddy Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami earlier this year, it was reported that Diddy had cameras everywhere in his house and that he kept videotapes of prominent people engaging in compromising actions and illicit activities hidden in his safe.
Ben has a key that can come and go as he pleases, and he spends a lot of time at her place, coming over for dinner and playing with the kids. An insider told Closer, "The children enjoy having him around, and it's beneficial for his mental health."
Ben Affleck finding comfort in his past.
It's really quite an experience.
ET's learned the actor's leaning on his ex, Jennifer Garner, amid his divorce from Jennifer Lopez.
The Jennifer Lopez-Ben Affleck saga just took a jaw-dropping twist. Ben has sparked major buzz about possibly rekindling his relationship with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. The two have been spotted spending a lot of time together ever since Ben's breakup with J.Lo. Adding fuel to the fire, sources claim J.Lo's already ended things with her boyfriend John Miller, hoping for a second chance with Ben. But here's the kicker. J.Lo's reportedly livid over Ben's cozy reunions with Garner. Word is she's been throwing serious shade at Garner ever since pictures surfaced of Ben and Jen looking closer than ever. Fans couldn't help but notice how drained Ben often appeared alongside J.Lo, rarely cracking a genuine smile on the red carpet. Some insiders even suggest J.Lo was blindsided by the split, convinced Ben would come crawling back to her after their breakup. But hold up, that's not the whole story. There are whispers that Ben called it quits partly because of J.Lo's rumored involvement in the ongoing Diddy scandal. Insiders allege that during federal raids on Diddy's properties in March, some incriminating evidence involving J.Lo came to light. Suspiciously, just weeks after the raids, Ben moved out of the home he shared with her. On top of that, Jennifer Garner is rumored to have played a role in Ben's decision to walk away from J.Lo. Known for being fiercely protective of her children, Garner reportedly feared how the fallout from J.Lo's potential connection to Diddy's legal drama could impact her family. Now, the big question is, what's next for J.Lo if her name comes up when Diddy's trial begins? Is her frustration over Ben and Garner's reunion tied to fears about her own legal troubles? Let's dive deeper into what this could mean.
J.Lo candid that it's been hard, but she's doing a lot of self-reflecting, saying, when you get to a point where you think that you've learned the lessons and then it blows up in your face again, you realize, okay, I haven't. So what is it that I need to look at right now?
But she still got her beauty, her booty, and her bank account, so bye boy to him.
This Thanksgiving marked the first one since the end of Bennifer 2.0, and it seems Ben Affleck is handling it just fine. He spent the holiday with his ex-wife Jennifer Garner and their 3 kids, lending a hand at the Midnight Mission in downtown LA. On the other hand, Jennifer Lopez spent her Thanksgiving solo, sharing posed photos on Instagram. Interestingly, she limited the comments on her post, likely to avoid speculation about Ben, or even Diddy. As for Ben and Jennifer Garner, it's not surprising to see them together for a family occasion. However, Page 6 highlighted that Ben seemed particularly at ease with his ex-wife. In photos, he appeared relaxed, and at one point, he was spotted leaning in to whisper to her. A source later told People that Ben is currently very happy with his life, while another insider shared with Page 6 that he felt grateful to spend Thanksgiving with the mother of his children. Despite their separation, Ben reportedly finds a sense of comfort with Jennifer Garner. The insider noted that their strong bond will never fade, as they share a deep history and 3 children together. Fans have also pointed out that Garner might be the only woman who truly brought Ben happiness, even during the height of paparazzi attention. Ben himself has previously admitted that divorcing Garner remains one of his biggest regrets, though his battle with addiction played a significant role in the breakdown of their relationship.
Affleck's addiction to alcohol sent him to rehab for the 3rd time and put a strain on his personal life. In 2018, he was seen in this photo being driven to a treatment facility by his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. The 47-year-old calls his divorce from the actress, quote, "the biggest regret of my life."
Now that Ben Affleck is sober, rumors are swirling that he's been reflecting on his past and feeling sentimental about his marriage to Jennifer Garner. As for Jennifer, insiders claim she's always had a soft spot for Ben and never really stopped caring about him, despite everything they've been through. With the two spending more time together lately, some are speculating that there could be more to this renewed closeness. Ben recently shared that one reason he feels so at ease with Jennifer is their mutual love for a quiet, private life. They both value keeping things low-key, which makes their dynamic feel natural and effortless. In contrast, Jennifer Lopez thrives in the public eye. Ben even commented in her documentary that J-Lo has a deep need for attention, comparing it to the way he once struggled with alcohol addiction.
The thing you discover, like you do with alcohol, is that there isn't enough alcohol in all the liquor stores in the world to fill up that thing. And in Jennifer's case, I don't think there's enough followers or movies or records or any of the stuff to still that part of you that still feels a longing and pain. Ultimately, that's the work that you've got to do on your own.
Insiders close to Ben have revealed that he grew increasingly frustrated with J-Lo's habit of sharing every detail of their marriage publicly. He reportedly felt drained by her prioritizing their image over the actual effort needed to nurture their relationship.
Ben has gotten very good at biting his tongue, but it's known that he's not happy at all about J-Lo's endless need for attention, an insider revealed to the publication. The Argo actor found it incomprehensible that his spouse Lopez wished to make their private lives public. I've always thought that things that are private are precious and unique because they are, at least somewhat, secret. In light of this, I had to make some adjustments, Affleck remarked in a previous interview.
You'd think J-Lo might have taken some lessons from their first breakup, especially since their original engagement in 2004 fell apart under the weight of intense media scrutiny. She's even admitted that the experience deeply affected her, calling it the most devastating heartbreak she's ever endured.
It was the biggest heartbreak of my life, and I honestly felt like I was gonna die. It sent me on a spiral for the next 18 years where I couldn't get it right.
When J-Lo and Ben rekindled their romance in 2021, many believed they were destined to be together. J-Lo herself expressed confidence in their reunion, saying she was certain Ben was her soulmate and that this time their love would stand the test of time.
When I was reunited with the love of my life, and we decided we were going to be together forever.
But if J-Lo knew that media attention messed up her relationship with Ben the first time...
If J-Lo knew that media attention played a major role in her first breakup with Ben, why would she go on to create a documentary spilling intimate details about their relationship? Ben's comparison of her need for attention to his past struggles with alcohol might not have been far off. Now reports suggest Ben's friends are urging him to leave J-Lo in the past and reconsider his bond with Jennifer Garner. Adding to the drama, sources claim that Jen Garner's longtime partner, John Miller, recently ended their relationship, allegedly due to Ben's growing presence in her life. According to an insider, John felt uneasy about how close Jennifer and Ben still are. But John isn't the only one unhappy about this situation. J-Lo is reportedly furious about Ben openly spending time with Garner and sharing how content and at peace he feels. And the tension between J-Lo and Garner isn't new. Last year, when rumors of trouble in J-Lo and Ben's marriage began circulating, whispers emerged that J-Lo was trying to alienate Garner's kids from their mom. Allegedly, J-Lo struggled with how well Ben and Garner co-parented and even tried to undermine Jen's parenting by spreading negative stories about her strict approach. Sources claimed J-Lo let the kids break rules and do as they pleased, which reportedly created friction between her and Garner. Despite giving J-Lo the benefit of the doubt, Garner ultimately found her actions disruptive. Throughout it all, Jen worked tirelessly to shield her kids from the relentless paparazzi, focusing on their privacy instead of seeking attention. Her dedication stood in stark contrast to the chaos surrounding their blended families.
Well, there was a solid decade where there were 5 or 6 cars minimum, and easily up to 15 or 20 on the weekends outside of my house at all times. And looking back on that, I really feel the stress of it. I could cry talking about it. I had to really get serious with myself and say, this is not healthy. Nobody should see pictures of themselves that paparazzi have taken. You can, in the morning, you can either be making breakfast for your kids, making their lunch boxes, or you can be getting paparazzi ready. And so, I know which way I'm gonna.
J-Lo was reportedly less than thrilled about Jennifer Garner maintaining a strong presence in Ben's life, leading to claims that she began undercutting Garner's parenting style. Meanwhile, Garner grew increasingly frustrated with J-Lo's apparent need for attention. Insiders say Jennifer was concerned that J-Lo's self-centered behavior could negatively impact her children. Garner has always been outspoken about her desire to keep her kids out of the limelight. She's a firm believer in setting clear rules and boundaries, a value she attributes to her own strict upbringing. Garner often credits her grounded childhood for helping her navigate the challenges of Hollywood.
I just said to my kids, show me the articles that prove that social media is good for teenagers, and then we'll have the conversation.
Oh my gosh.
Find scientific evidence that matches what I have that says that it's not good for teenagers, then we'll chat.
And how do they feel at this point?
My eldest is grateful.
Wow. See,
And
you
we'll
just got to be in
see.
the long haul.
It's a long haul. I have a couple more to go, so just knock on wood. We'll see if I really hang in there.
Well, listen, that is just very inspirational.
In contrast, J-Lo has acknowledged that she finds it challenging to enforce boundaries with the 2 children she shares with her ex-husband, Mark Anthony.
My kids were at that age where they were like challenging the status quo and really, kind of looking at you, and now it's not all like hearts and flowers anymore. Now it's kind of like, why are you telling me to do that? I don't want to do that. Just like constantly kind of the push and pull of being a teenage mom.
Is that Max or Remy? Who's the most challenging?
Both of them. Both of them are. Yeah, because they're both really smart. They're both really loving and beautiful.
When Jennifer Garner's 3 kids started spending more time with J-Lo and Ben, Garner reportedly grew uneasy, feeling that J-Lo's influence clashed with the parenting values and boundaries she had worked hard to establish. She was even said to be concerned that J-Lo might be trying to turn the kids against her. Now, as rumors swirl about Ben and Garner reconnecting, J-Lo is allegedly furious and jealous, with sources claiming she's ready to retaliate. According to insiders, J-Lo is demanding financial compensation from Ben, targeting his $150 million fortune. One source revealed to Radar Online that J-Lo feels entitled to reimbursement because she reportedly covered most of their expenses during their brief marriage. The insider claimed J-Lo is tallying up costs, including private jets, luxury hotels, meals, clothes, and even gas bills, asserting that much of their lavish lifestyle was funded by her. She's reportedly still bitter over their $60 million mansion, for which she allegedly bore the majority of the financial burden. The source added that J-Lo feels betrayed, believing Ben mooched off her and abandoned their marriage. However, others suggest J-Lo's push for financial retribution isn't just about money. They claim she's enraged over Ben's renewed closeness with Garner and is looking for any way to make him pay. There's also speculation that this could be part of a broader PR strategy to divert attention from J-Lo's alleged ties to her ex, Diddy, and his legal troubles. Back in March, just before J-Lo and Ben's rumored split, Natanya Rubin, the woman Diddy shot in the face during a 1990 nightclub incident in New York, spoke out. Rubin claimed her life was in danger for sharing details about Diddy and J-Lo's alleged involvement in the shooting. Some sources now hint that J-Lo's recent moves might be an effort to shift the narrative away from that controversy.
It's my assertion wholeheartedly that Mr. Combs was inappropriately charged originally. His charges should have mirrored that of Mr. Jamal Shine Barrow. He should have been charged with attempted murder, a reckless endangerment, criminal possession of a weapon, and firing that weapon in an open environment. Mr. Combs did not have accountability for what he did. Who better to tell you what happened than the person who got shot smack dab in between my eyes? We know the country we live in. Unfortunately, those who have the money can oftentimes get away with their crimes. Unfortunately, and those who don't have the same social ranking are overlooked. And that's what has happened. By the grace of God, God saw fit to keep me whole, keep my mind sane and functioning, and keep me alive for such a time as this. And make no mistake, the gravity of the danger and the peril that I face and that I'm exposed to for having my say now, for what was done to me 24 years ago, is not lost on me. But let me make clear beyond a shadow of a doubt, I am not now, nor have I ever been suicidal. I love life, and I'm grateful that God spared my life back on that fateful day on December 27th, 1999. I'm a living miracle.
Yeah, you are
And
clearly
so,
a very...
anything,
Sorry to
and
interrupt
I'm
you, but you
also
are
a
a
woman.
very strong woman. I mean, that is very, very clear. And you have done your research, and you deserve to have your voice heard, which is one of the reasons.
And I think it's important for me to say I'm a healthy woman. I live a simple, quiet, risk-averse life. So if I should meet with an untimely demise, it would require and be worthy of deep investigation. I understand the peril of what I am exposing my life to. If God
it's disturbing to hear you say that. I mean, but
to have my say, it's disturbing for me to think it and feel it. But I am healthy. I don't have any intentions of going anywhere. I'm grateful that God spared me, and I plan to live out my life to see my children's lives actualized and realized.
While J-Lo has denied any connection to the infamous nightclub shooting, Natanya Rubin isn't convinced. Rubin suggested J-Lo could still be held accountable for allegedly acting as Diddy's gun mule if the case is reopened. During an interview with News Nation, Rubin didn't hold back, expressing her hope that Diddy and everyone else involved in the 1999 incident would finally face justice. Rubin recounted her harrowing experience, saying, "When I was fighting for my life on an operating table at St. Vincent's Hospital, with doctors working to remove bullet fragments from my lungs, Miss Lopez was already released after being held for just an hour. Dropping the charges against her was outrageous." As if J-Lo's situation couldn't get more chaotic, Suge Knight recently stirred the pot with some shocking allegations on his Collect Calls podcast. He claimed that during the federal raids on Diddy's properties in March, authorities discovered a trove of tapes allegedly showing J-Lo and Diddy engaged in compromising activities. But that's not all. Suge also tied J-Lo to the 1999 nightclub shooting, accusing her of covering for Diddy and allowing Shine to take the fall. Adding another layer to the drama, Suge alleged that federal agents might have tipped off Ben Affleck about the existence of these tapes, potentially preparing him for their exposure in court when Diddy's trial begins in May.
When they go raid Puffy's house, and they get all these videos of J-Lo doing this and J-Lo doing that, and they know the fact that J-Lo lied and said that the gun was Shine or whatever, and took that man to prison and destroyed his life, and she knew it was Puffy. I'm quite sure they probably called the FBI, gave that courtesy call of Ben Affleck. It's a white man who got respect in the white world. I'm quite sure they said, "We want to show you some things. It's about your wife." When he sees this that her and Puffy was doing and who they were doing it with, I'm quite sure they gave his ass those tapes. And I'm quite sure he can never look at her the same. I'm quite sure they heading for a divorce. Because, that's a man who had a good life. Great parents, don't spend a lot of money, ain't tripping out paparazzi. He living his life. He got his own team. She done brought all the extra that motherfucker. He won't out. He stayed married to J-Lo, he'd be broke. Instead of just doing movies, he'd be doing Yum Yum Donuts commercials. Next thing he'd be doing these Jack in the Box commercials.
Some new reports are suggesting that Jennifer Garner gave Ben Affleck an ultimatum. If he wanted to have any shot at reconciliation with her, he needed to cut ties with J-Lo before the Diddy case goes to court and brings all that negative attention that could impact their kids. To be honest, Ben was likely going to break up with J-Lo eventually anyway. He never really appeared happy with her, not even on their wedding day. The Diddy situation might have just sped things up and ultimately been the final straw for him. What do you think about this theory that Ben ended things with J-Lo before any messy details about her and Diddy surfaced? Do you think something big will come out in the courtroom when the Diddy drama begins? Share your thoughts in the comments and make sure to stick around for our next video.